Opposite controls. There we go. Hey everybody, how's it going? Oh, I'm really bad at that whole F5 thing. It's been a while since my last video, and there's a good reason. I've actually been up to a lot of things around here, and I'm about to show all of them to you. Wait a second. I think I just saw something. No? No? Just going crazy? Okay, just going crazy. First thing I want to show you is over here. So in my last episode, we were working on the item sorter, and we actually, well, I wouldn't say finished, but we worked on it some more. So we did all of this. Yeah, and now we've got this laggy mess. It's pretty cool though. So what happened was Jason built this room quite a while ago, and it was, I have actually not seen what his staircase. Ah, it's a staircase. It actually doesn't look too bad. Nice. Anyways, he built this room, and we were like, what are we gonna put in there? We did the item sorter. That was last episode. We did all the, the actual. Oh. Yo, what the heck? Oh. Alright, so I figure out what those things are. I know what they are, just I don't know why they're here. I am just gonna have to deal with the little frame rate issues that are in this location. Oh, there's so much to show you. So we got a little trapped creeper, we got, little crates of stuff sitting around. It's dark in here. But yeah, we got the, our little, it'll be full eventually. So those are supposed to be like cranes, and they can move back and forth this way along these beams, back and forth. And then those can move back and forth like that. Not really, but that's what we were going for. And they go down, grab the boxes, and take them up. And there's going to be a crane up there at some point. We're trying to design a crane, and right now it looks like a space cannon. And got some of those things, signs with glow ink on them, lava fueling these little light beams going up. There's a lot to explain here. It wasn't, okay, so you might notice it's spider based. It wasn't supposed to, it was never meant to be. Jason had an idea for the interior that was all, it was bad. I didn't like it. So we went to a creative world and we just put some stuff down. We went through a few different designs, wondering if we put a crane in the middle or if we put something like these in the middle. Then we went with different textures, or not textures, but different blocks on the sides and the edges, and we ended up very, very slowly coming up with this design. And so yeah, we're like, cool, if we like this design, let's figure it out, put it in here, and we, put it in here. And then we did the black and red floor. It was originally checkered. There wasn't this big hourglass in the middle. And we were like, cool. It looks fine. And I go out here and I'm like, let's mess with the wall a little bit. So I put this here. And I was like, there's just a window because you originally wanted a window up there. And then I put these there, and I was going to put them all the way up and then have some up there too, but I got lazy and I just did that. He was like, you just made it... Yeah, you just made it into a spider. I was laughing my ass off. Because not only do we have a spider face, we have 8 beams of light in here. We were originally going to have 8 of these, but 4 ended up being a little bit better. Yeah, so it just ended up being Spider's Warehouse, and that's what we've been calling it since then. It's Spider's House. And I made some banners for him, and I was thinking it's funny. I felt like it's been Destiny the whole time, because if you go back here, what we're using to lock these is... Yeah. String. And then I put the hourglass in the middle to make it more spidery. Originally I had this chain made of web. It looked too goofy, but it's cool. And then yeah, because these look like spider eyes, a little spider face right there. So yeah, it just ended up being Spider's Warehouse, and that's why it looks like this. It was never originally meant to look like this. It was just Destiny. But yeah, so that's how that happened. And I this was gray. I changed it to that, and I put these cubes here to kind of finish it up so I could put lava in there because he had torches just kind of splattered around, and lava looks way better light source. So I did that. I probably won't be touching most of the rest of his build because he's got all that going on, and I've been busy. I'll show you. So we did that. What the next thing we built is very far. It's like 2,000 blocks that way, and there is a path. It's not a good path. It's a very hasty path. Down that way. I'm just going to show you the time lapse of what we made, and you'll get the gist of it because I'll go there. I'm going to build something there eventually, but right now I don't need to go there. I don't want to go there. I don't want to spend an hour getting over there and dying. There's so many chickens in here. So yeah, that way. Yeah, so we made a, what do you call that? It's a, wither farm? Oh my god. How am I going to show these time lapses? Okay, yeah, so we made a farm to gather wither skeleton heads. And the funny thing is, so we spent like hours before we ever decided to make the farm trying to get heads, not a single one. In that few hours it took to make that farm, we just randomly got 4 heads. But after we made the farm, we got like 11 in a minute. So yeah, we got plenty of those. Oh yeah, I don't know if you... Yeah, I put a resource pack that makes these bushy, and I like it. At first I didn't like it. I thought it was weird, but I like it a lot. And eventually I'll work on this wall. I know it looks sad, but it's just... I'm doing other things. I have other things I want to do. Yeah, so we decided, you know, we have a bunch of heads, let's fight a bunch of withers, and in my last series, we had a bunch of iron golems that fought the wither for us. Whooped his face off. So I was like, let's just spawn 50 iron golems and 4 withers at the same time. And this is how that went. Yeah, I am embarrassed to say we had to forfeit that match. I ended up leaving the server, setting it to peaceful, and then coming back so they were gone, and then just kind of doing them one at a time because we we fought them underneath Jason's house, and I didn't want them escaping and destroying Spider's warehouse. So yeah, whoops, learned our lesson. And then this, you see this? I worked on this. It's it's big. It's a big island. It's bigger than it looks when it's full of trees. Because it looks when it's full of trees, you're like, it's a big island. But when it's not full of trees, it's like, ugh. So here's what that looks like. So now I just have like a basic shape of the island over here. I thought I heard they look like alien beams. It's kind of scary when they're up in the sky. I have that over there. I'll probably put like a beach coming up. So I don't know. It's very rough. I don't have a lot of ideas for this. I have an idea for that. But for this, I don't know. I have a very general idea. I need to start working on the terrain and then building, this stuff around it. That's what I'll probably do the next episode. Is I'm gonna make this right here. Hopefully, look a little bit more like that. It's been so long since I did that. I don't know if I can, because I want it to look, the same. But different enough. But I don't know. It's just so much work. I already kind of started with there. Yeah, started that. So it looks a little bit better, and it will once I get all the way around. It's just so much work. And so in the middle of that, I had an idea for something. And this island is not full of sand like that cliff is because I wanted to get it done. So yeah, I'm trying to stop filling everything with sand like this. It makes me happy, but it's just too much work. So the next thing I did... Huh! That was cool. Over this way. So a Spider's warehouse, it obviously can't hold every item. It has most of the basic items, just things you can mine out in nature. And over here, I built something for colored blocks like wool, concrete powder, glass, carpet, terracotta. I wasn't sure what to do with it, and I had a few ideas. All within a night, I had an idea like I need a colored item sorter over there. So I had a few ideas, and they kept bouncing around at nights. Woke up the next morning, went to work, came home, and just usually when I build big things, I go to a creative world and I plan it out. I didn't plan this one out. I just went, I want to build this, I'm doing it. So it doesn't look the best, which sucks, you know, because I want it to look better, but it's also a good timestamp of my abilities. And once I'm going to cut down these trees and build a path, it's already in view distance. You can kind of see it right there. Yeah, what do you think of this? Ta-da! So the story with this is, first it came out of the ocean, but it's a stolen spider's warehouse mobile collecting thing, like a, what do you, like a, it's a tank, it collects things out and destroys stuff, it's, but it was stolen by a bunch of colorful sheep. He looks weird. What's wrong with his arms? But, yeah, and then they kind of just covered it in paint. I'm gonna get up here. Yeah, see, up here they just kind of splattered paint buckets and went splash. Spattered a red one and went splash underneath it. And they kind of just threw paint all over the side. Yeah, there we go. And in here, too. Splattered paint everywhere. We got paint dripping. Oh. It's a little laggy in here, too. Just a little bit. Not as bad as the other place. Thankfully, you don't go to these places often. So we got colored wool, concrete powder, and terracottas and glass, and got like little paint drips. Haven't detailed this place too much. We got the back rooms. It's just made of, you know, colored concrete. I have no use for concrete in this world yet, so it's fun doing something with it. I got a little reception desk, a little mini fridge, or I guess normal-sized fridge. Hey. Hey, look at me. Hey. Got a little bedroom back here. Yeah, this looks nothing like how I wanted it to look. It's not the worst. But yeah, I didn't plan any of it, so it just kind of happened. A little driver's thing up here. Oof. Fuzzy glass. Kind of pretty happy with it, especially for just off the top of my head. Let's make a little thing. But it's functional, and I'm freaking happy it's functional because Oh my god, I've spent so long here. I'll deal with the rest of the terrain and anything else later. It's just, it works. Done with it for now. I think that's all the stuff I've been working on the last few weeks. We did that item sorter, the withers, skulls, been terraforming my island. Swish. No. Yeah, there we go. Don't know if there's much else. Yeah, I'm probably getting rid of these. These are just how big the houses are, if they're going to be the same size as mine. So, they're pretty small, so I can fit quite a bit of them around. So I might make this place bigger than I was originally thinking. Oh, yeah, this tower. I got to build this thing. I have it. This I actually have designed already in my creative world, the same place I have that designed. That guy there. So it's kind of, I don't know, I'm trying to go for more of a realistic thing, less fantasy, even though, you know, that, but it looks a little fantasy, just a little bit. I think it's just because of the size of it. So it's hard to keep things in scale. I think it's in scale with that. It's just tall. It's no big deal. I really don't want to work on it. I don't want to make it... I guess I could make it shorter. It just looks... Well... I'll have to mess with that. So I don't know why it's so tall. Right now, I have it, like, pretty tall. There's no reason for it to be. I could make it really small. But it wouldn't look as good if it was small. I need something tall. But I don't want it to be taller than that, because I want that to be... Oh, I don't know. There's too many options. I'm so OCD about this stuff. Oh boy, now. It's going to take me a while to make that, because I got to decide how tall I want to make it. Ah, floating triangle clouds. That actually looks kind of cool. Yeah. Huh. I'm on my last firework. I don't really think there's much else I did that I want to show. What else have we done? Jubs moved his house, but he hasn't built anything in his new location, so I'll wait for that. I made a few changes to this place. Well, not changes, but maybe additions. So we got all the traders pretty much max leveled. And inside all these things, we have, you know, the stuff they trade. So yeah, Unbreaking Bow. So we got this full of Unbreaking Bows, because there's not really much else from this that I want. I don't know if I like crossbows better, but, so we got those on top. We got these full of wood, because I want some new people to join. Is this full of grass? This is full of grass. I want some new people to join. I have some people in mind. It's just I don't know a lot of people. This one's full of arrows. Torches, lanterns. So yeah, I just kind of made this a good little... Cause for whatever reason, even the people who've been playing on this server don't know where anything is. Nice. Just some stuff to get some people started out, you know. Got this guy with his mending books, librarian. I know I didn't need to name them, but just to make it a little bit easier to tell who's who. Leatherworker, cleric. So yeah, I just kind of did, you know, some work around Spawn, nothing spectacular. This guy doesn't really do anything, so I just got a bunch of quartz. Cause I don't want quartz. I needed quartz in my last game. That was awful. I wish I knew about him. Sup? Oh yeah. Relax. Don't ding me. Got the food guy still. Got the linen guy. I can't really display that any more clearly than... Maybe put some banners up. I don't know. Globe, dude. Whoa. I've never seen that before. What? That's so sad. Haven't updated these maps in a while. That's how it used to look. Yikes. Okay. So there's this little pit here. I want to show you that pit real quick, and then I think I'm going to end this episode, because anything else I want to do is going to take too long to fit into however long this is going to be. So that pit over there, it's not huge, but it's big, and I don't really want to cover it up, because it kind of looks cool. I could cover it up if I wanted to, but it looks cool. I was thinking I could just make it like just look like a pit. Excuse me. It's like a natural waterfall going down into it. But I was thinking of old maps I made, and I remember I made this little parkour map in the sewer system. It started out in like a not a Coliseum, but marble quartz pillar room. I don't know what you would call it. It's like ruins, kind of like Roman ruins, I guess. But so that'd be a good size for that. You have the Roman ruins down there. Because the walls were huge and it went way up into a circle, almost just like this. And then there was like doorways. One was locked off, one looked like it went, but you couldn't get through it. And then one doorway went into the sewers, where just kind of turned into this big parkour little adventure. I almost think I want to do that again. But do I want to do it here? Because it would look weird. Well, if I put it far down enough, so you can't see it at all. That's what I would do. I would make it so you can't see it at all. It, like from this, like to here, would all look like normal. Once you get like here, I put some grass here too, so you can see it. Like, so yeah, see, you can't see right there. And then once you get up here, bam, little like ruins. And you climb some vines down. You get a little parkour adventure, all throughout the sewers. And it would be far down enough to where it wouldn't mess with any of this stuff, because all this stuff's gonna be way up there. But that's just another really big project. Like, I already have, I already did that. It's done enough. That item's already done enough. All the projects I showed you today are done enough besides this thing. This thing is huge. Oh my god. It's gonna take at least another week to get the terraining done. And then that's not even starting on the trees and the houses and then the portal area. It's just... I just don't want to do it. I just wish, I don't know, I want to do it because it's fun and it looks good at the end, but it's just exhausting to the brain. It makes my brain exhausted. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for this one. Hopefully this one's not too short. But, yeah. I don't think there's much else. I really forget how cozy it is in here sometimes. Because usually I just come in here and I'm just like, straight to the stuff. But, it's cozy. It's small. But I like it. I do like the windows. I like that I actually have windows that I can open and close. 'Cause usually I don't. Shutters are cool. Sometimes I feel like having them open, sometimes I don't. These pots are kind of freaking me out. I might take those away. But as the sun sets on another episode, I'm gonna go to Target, which is like a 5-minute walk from my front door. It's awesome. Get some energy drinks, come back, chug them. Should probably take a shower. And then start working on some of this stuff right there for our next episode. Oh, I love these super jumps. Yeah, I don't know how it happens, but it's like not a glide like this. It's like a weird jump. He's like jumps. I don't know. It just happens sometimes. But thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Oh, I was gonna fly off into the sunset, but I don't have any rockets. I gotta go steal rockets from Jason. All right. Ow.